This is the history of this Subway, Wing Joint, Blaine, Family Hospital, Bubble Tea and Deli, Great Clips, Marco's Pizza, and the Honest One Auto Care, which used to be a lot of other places. So let's go back to October of 2008 here. In October of 2008, the Marco's Pizza was originally a Domino's. Great Clips used to have the white border. I don't know what that was. I think like a mystery store. I think it was like a gift store, and then in 2008 it closed. There was so I don't know what that says, like an outlet place. There was a bakery outlet. There used to be like a shopping mall or shopping commons place or something, and then it just closed in 2008. I don't know what that is, like a wing, and it was Wing Joint, and a Subway, and I think that's like another market. There were like two markets, and they stayed open, and two places closed, and they stayed open. And then over there, this Honest One Auto Care used to be a movie gallery store. This place, Movie Gallery, opened in 1980, and it's basically the same as Blockbuster Video and Family Video and Redbox, which all three of those did, and then a Movie Gallery closed in 2008 because they went bankruptcy with all movies, and you probably don't have enough money to change to get all the movies. So then Movie Gallery closed in 2008, and then in 2012 it became Honest One Auto Care. So now you'll be able to get your car fixed instead of just buying movies and games. And then over there is Wing Joint, and it used to have the old logo. There's the Subway. Nothing has changed around this side except Great Clips changed their logo. It used to be blue with a white border, but then the white border was gone, and then Great Clips now changed to just be a white logo. And then in 2016, they were doing a sign remodel. There used to be a place called Blaine Oriental Market, but it closed in 2014, and same with this Domino's. I mean, the Domino's was open, but then they took down the sign because they were building that. So then Blaine Oriental Market sadly closed in 2016, and it became this pet clinic. And then they still have all these other places: Wing Joint, Oriental Market, and Subway. You can't see behind the trees, but that's what those places are behind there. But yeah, only one place came out. And then in 2017, they put up new signs. Pet clinic actually closed. The pet clinic closed in 2017 because they refused to build it, and then it became a Blaine Family Veterinary Hospital. Blaine Oriental Market closed in 2017 because they had bankruptcy with the groceries. Great Clips was still open. This Domino's was still open. They just changed their logo. It used to be called Domino's Pizza, but then they changed the logo to just be Domino's. Wing Joint changed their logo. It used to have like a fancy design, but now they just changed it to just be this red text with the writing on the bottom. And Subway was still there too. Then in 2018, nothing has changed. It all stayed the same. And then all the way to 2019, everything stayed the same, just like 2018. Then in 2022, Domino's Pizza closed in 2022 because the flower shop closed in 2020 because of the coronavirus. So now the Domino's got moved to an old flower place, which I forgot what the name of it is. But I'll do the history of that one maybe tomorrow. But this Domino's Pizza now became Marco's Pizza, and it is now a Marco's Pizza now in 2022, because this was Domino's and then it became Marco's Pizza in 2022. Great Clips is still open. Honest One Auto Care over there is still open. It's been there for several years. They're still open. Same with Blaine Family Veterinary Hospital. They also built a Utopia Cafe. And then everything else is just empty. Wing Joint is still open, and Subway is still open. And then in 2024, last year, Utopia Cafe closed in 2023 because they couldn't have enough money for the ice cream, so then it became Bubble Tea and Deli in last year because the Utopia Cafe was just too crowded, so it became Bubble Tea and Deli. And then they also built a Royal India grocery over here too. All these other places stayed open, but they built a Royal India grocery over here next to the veterinary hospital. And then as of now, Royal India Grocery closed last year because they've been there for about a couple hours and months, but then Royal India Grocery closed last year because they probably had a little bit of bankruptcy and it was probably just too small, so then it closed. But all these other places, like Wing Joint and stuff, were still open. But Subway just changed their logo because they did a redesign and decided to join the Subway series, and then they also changed the open sign to match with the logo. And all these other places are still open. You probably can't see them with the sun glare, but yeah, that's it. Like, comment, subscribe for more.